Hey everybody, Duco Loco here. That stands for Duplin County Locomotives. All right, look, I totally missed July. It's the 1st of August. My apologies, I have been busy as a beaver. Good gracious. Anyhow, let me show you what all's been done. I think the last time I showed it to you, I had the framework done, but I had Luan paneling up on the top. I didn't like that, so I took the Luan off and put 1/2-inch plywood. That made it a lot more sturdy, and I just like that better. Anyways, let's start right here. Now, if you remember, this here folds down. Well, I've got the legs built for that. They have to break right here so that when they fold up, they'll be short enough that this leaf could fold on down to the ground. And what I've got here is this piece of aluminum. You just unscrew this one screw and then the whole leg just folds up and both sides go up at the same time. I got the X-bracing on it. It's very sturdy. It hardly even moves. Now, if you'll notice that is not level. Well, that's not a problem, because up under here, I've got some bolts, carriage bolts. They're in a, it's called a connecting nut, where you connect two threaded rods together. It's like 2 inches long, and that is driven up in there, so it gives me adjustment where I can adjust either side to level it up and do all that other stuff. Anyhow, this scene here is going to be a truck stop. I haven't decided where everything's going to be placed. That's not a box. That's the building, or the store. That's the store. I don't know why you think that's a box. Anyhow, this one here, I want at least 4 fuel islands. I don't know exactly which way I want to situate it, but because we drive the remote control trucks, I want to be able to come in here and have plenty of room to circle around and do the fuel island thing. Maybe do parking on this side over here and just the fuel island on this side. That way you could come in, back into one of the parking stalls, or come around and fuel up, stuff like that. But yeah, something. I got it all worked out in my head. I just ain't got it on the layout yet. That's just laying there. Don't pay that no mind. Now, the feed mills go in here, and it's going to be the exact setup that the feed mill had on the other side, except the only thing I'm changing is now I have room to bring this entry track where I'll be able to enter. And this was actually an idea of my good buddy D's Trains. He was the one that came up with that idea, because on the other side I've got a crossover there that goes from the inside main to the outside main that I wasn't able to do this with it, and really I hadn't thought about it, but don't tell him that. Anyhow, this is going to come that way. I'll be able to bring a train in and bring it through the mill and pull out. I mean, that's the way it does it, the Chief. It has a way of getting in without having to shove everything. That's what I'm trying to do here with this expansion, is to keep from having to shove everything into a spot. But anyhow, this is going to go, the train will be able to pull in, go around, and then it'll be able to do some shorter shoves back into the yard over here. And the yard's going to be laid out basically about the same way, except I think I'm going to do away with the 3-way. I'm just going to use standard turnouts, because the 3-way, it's a little complicated at times, but I haven't found a good way of putting any throws on it, because with that Pico, you have to have one of them has to be throwed before you can throw the other. And if they're not, you either got to throw one, throw the other, or throw them both. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it manual over there on that other side. Coming around this here in Wallace, my hometown, there is a pond there called Boney Mill Pond. And what I'm wanting to do here, I want to cut this out and I'm wanting to make a mill. Now, there are no train tracks that go across this pond, but in Duco Loco there will be. And I made all of those trestles for the club layout. We wound up not using them. So I think I'm going to use them right here in this section. I don't know how wide it's going to be. I don't know how deep it's going to be, but it's going to be here. And I'm going to put a mill pond, or the mill pond, and then there'll be an old mill there like there is in Wallace. And this here is going to be Main Street Wallace. And I bought a Merchants Road the other day. I'm going to get I want at least 3 more. And what I'm wanting to do is bring them here to where I could put a downtown Wallace. I'm gonna put the crossing down there on that end with some blinky lights and cantilevers and stuff like that. And I don't know how it's gonna look, but I may just go stand there in the middle of the street one Sunday morning and snap a picture of the other end of Main Street and see if I can't get that blowed up into the right size picture to fit there. I don't know how it'll look, but other people do it, so I can try it. But anyways, the one issue I still have is where to put the propane facility. Now I did buy another propane facility, so that'll give me 3 racks. I want one more. That'll give me enough to put 4 cars on each side of it, so that'll hold 8 now. But I'm thinking about coming off of here with a curved switch and just letting it, kind of like I had it on the other side, but it'll be a curved switch and it'll come through here and just come behind Wallace. I put some trees behind the buildings to hide it, but I want it to be straight. I didn't ever like that on the other end because that was just a compromise, but it could just come straight across here. And I'll have plenty of room to put more tank cars in here with my 4 racks. Let's see, let's move on around. There ain't really gonna be nothing here. Look, I'm a runner, I'm not a operator, so I like to just watch them run. All of this is getting gone. This switch is coming out. All of this is getting gone because this is gonna be a road that's gonna cross this one railroad track, because this one is coming out. This whole section from the crossing all the way around to about right here, then this is going to tie into that. So the outside train is going to be able to go all the way around. The inside train is just a local, so he's going to stay local. But let's see, what else? Yeah, let's get back over here to Pigford Yard. Now we're still in the Warsaw area. You know, that's U.S. cold storage or U.S. Foods or whatever they call it over there. We're going to call it US Foods. But anyhow, Pigford Yard is actually a pull-through yard, and well, mine will be when I get done with it. I'm gonna, these tracks here on the end, no, that's a full-length piece, but that one there's a joint there, a joint here, and one joint here. So I'm just gonna add on to them, and they're gonna come all the way down, all the way to, and I've got it figured out. This track here is in line with that track number 1, so it won't be no problem to just come from that switch to another switch that comes in here. Remember, all this is getting gone, but I'm leaving these tracks. That's just more storage, and then it's going to come tie in. I got to get all of this cement up and get the mill moved to the other side. But anyhow, this is going to be a big yard, and that's what I've been wanting the whole time, is more storage for more rail cars. Oh yeah. That over there, I may convert it into a repair diesel facility. I don't know. I got plans for it, or it could just be more storage. I don't know, but most likely I'm going to turn it into a diesel facility. Here's something else that I've been piddling on for the last couple of days, and it ain't done yet, so don't be too harsh on me. This is a little bulldozer I've had since I was about 10 years old, and I took it was a front end loader, and I took the front end loader off of it, and I've just been getting some styrene and putting some parts on it. But yeah, I think it turned out real nice. Got the winches here, got the inner winch and the outer winch. The big winch goes to the jib boom up here, and the little winch will go to the pulley for the cables. Still got to put the cables on it, got to paint it, and I got to make some cylinders. They go up under there that would lift this, make it look somewhat right. But yeah, I've enjoyed piddling with that there. Let's see. Well, I reckon that's about it. I mean, if you want to get an overview of what the shop looks like now, that's going to get doors on it, and that's the charging station and the drill store place. They got the cabinets with the drawer. I made a pull-out drawer for that. That's getting a door on it, and I still got to do my fascia and stuff like that, so that's not done. And they got the paint. Everything will get painted gray. But yeah, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this, man. It's been a busy month for me, working at work and working on this as much as I can. So, but anyhow, I'm gonna leave you with this last shot right here. Them empties are coming in. We got to go load them up. Sometimes you just got to run them around empty. So, okay, but we ain't gonna let this one go all the way by. We just want to look at her because she's pretty. All right, guys. Like I say, I hope you enjoyed it, man. All right. I'll see you sometime. Bye.